Hi and welcome to Wrong Way, and today we are going to talk about everything exciting in the EUC world coming this year. So rumors, what I know, what potentially could come out this year in terms of new EUCs, new trends, and I'll also tell you what I would really like to see this year in our EWHEELS. So let me tell you more about it. Wrong Way. So this will be sort of a video like maybe front page tech, if you know this show, FPT, Fapata. I really enjoy his channel, John Prosser, shout out. In the world of electric unicycles, there's of course also new stuff coming out every year, and companies just try to outrun each other with the specs or with the quality or with new features. So as I see it, every year just keeps getting more exciting in terms of EUC. Last year we saw the first suspension EUCs, we saw the veteran Sherman, and a bunch of other products that are just really exciting. Our community grows insanely fast across the world, albeit the United States, Europe, the Middle East, Japan, Korea, Philippines. The whole world just really gets excited about electric vehicles, and in this video I'm going to talk about the EUCs. If you would like to see a video similar to that about electric scooters and what I'm looking forward to in electric scooters this year, then hit the like button and of course comment below. So first of all, I'll talk about news in the bigger companies, the more leading companies in the EUC world, and then I'll also talk about potential newcomers or new DIY projects that I know of. So without any further ado, Inmotion, and even Inmotion themselves are talking about a 100-volt wheel coming this year. And you have to also know that currently we are just at the brink of Chinese New Year, so for another 1 month, basically till the end of February, there will be not much happening, but after that there will be a lot happening in the electric unicycle world. So Inmotion is working on a 100-volt wheel, and I also hope that it will have way better performance than all of the Inmotion wheels currently, because, well, Inmotion is usually known as, a safe wheel and a commuter wheel and not really powerful, but I hope with this wheel they will change that. From some rumors, I know it will have a bigger battery and potentially also a smaller wheel than the V11. So this means somewhere in the neighborhood of 16, 17 inches, I don't know. Another interesting thing about this upcoming wheel is that potentially it also could have suspension. So there will be now 2 wheels in Inmotion's lineup with suspension. How will they do it? How will it look like? We don't know, but I think it is a really exciting topic and I can't really wait to see what Inmotion has in store for us. And what I would like to see from Inmotion this year is an upgrade of their existing lineup, the V10, V8, V5. These electric unicycles need better light. They could do with like an upgraded motherboard, like a RS version of these wheels to just have more power, more excitement. Because even though these wheels are really commuter friendly and safe and whatnot, they can be overpowered more easily than Begode wheels. And I've also burned a fuse or a motherboard on basically every Inmotion wheel. So they could do with a bit of improvement in the motherboard and performance area. So this is what I know and what I wish for in Inmotion. The next company I want to talk about is Begode. And Begode has presented a couple products already for this year, but they aren't really electric unicycles. They have the Extreme Bull K4, and a review on that is coming on the Electric Dreams channel, so be on the lookout for that. And this is like just a crazy machine, a crazy seated scooter hybrid with lots of power and torque, and Raptor TV already made a review on the scooter and it's insanely fast. But we will also see that these EUC companies will be branching out into the scooter world as well, because that's where the money's at. Inmotion already presented a scooter, Kingsong has some scooters, but I will talk about that later, and Begode will have now the Extreme Bull K4 and the D10-3. I will not talk about it too much because this is a scooter and we're talking about EUC rumors. The Tesla 3 is also coming, which is basically a Tesla with a bigger battery, We also already have pictures on it. It will have a hollow motor, and it will have a much bigger battery of 1,500 watt-hours, and not being that much heavier than the current Tesla, around 22 kilograms. Now, and it will also have a rear light where it's always supposed to be, but I cheaped out on it before. Pretty excited about the Tesla V3, and I think in the other Begode wheels we will just see, you know, I know, more features, just what they usually do. They just don't say anything, and suddenly they drop a new upgrade with better lights or a wider shell, or, you know, just incremental small things that they usually do, like the M Super X become the MSP, the MSP became the RS19, and so on. I think they also will include these displays that they have on the Tesla V3 also in other wheels, as, you know, it makes sense to have a display now. Veteran is still the only one which has a reasonable display with more features on an electric unicycle. But what I would like to see in Begode is an improvement in the safety department. That's the most important, to encase the battery in the plastic, to have, you know, fuses added, and I think I've already seen a picture of a fuse on a cable on Begode. I mean, that's a start. And also make their charge ports safer, improve their bearings quality. I think that's what already Inmotion did, and also improve the shell so it's more robust, like the Veteran Sherman. The next company I wanted to talk about is Kingsong. And Kingsong is also releasing now a new scooter called the N11. Maybe I'll test it someday, but they will also be coming out with a new bigger performance wheel, and that's what I know, which is really exciting. Like, it will be even more powerful than the 16X, you know, 18XL, and it will be also a bigger wheel, so possibly like 20 inches, something like that, and supposedly it will be just amazing. That's how much I can tell you, that's how much I know. So it will be really nice to see that, because the biggest Kingsong wheel is currently 1600 watt-hours, the 16X and the 18XL, and the 18XL is really like not sold that much anymore, at least here. So it will be awesome to see a big wheel at Kingsong. That's as much as I know about the new Kingsong wheel. It will be really exciting to know more about it, and maybe at the beginning of next quarter I'll also do a video like that to inform you guys if there's like any updates on these wheels. Next company I want to talk about is LeaperKim, Veteran Sherman, of course, for those of you who don't know. And they will be releasing a new year sometime in the mid of 2021, end of Q2, beginning of Q3, and supposedly it will be a wheel with suspension. That's what I know, and we will see how they will tackle that. It will be if it will be like a bigger wheel or a smaller wheel or off-road wheel. I actually don't know much about it, but they will be coming out with a new wheel. So that's what I know about LeaperKim. But what I would really like to see is a smaller Veteran Sherman. You know, everything just stays the same, just make it a bit smaller, shrink it, make it a bit as big as the MSX, or even like a 16-inch wheel, because I think that's where a huge market potential is at this moment, because everyone just keeps making bigger and bigger and bigger wheels, while the smaller wheels just stay the same since years. You know, they're still selling, but I think like a new upgraded 16 or 18-inch wheel with, you know, a 1500 watt-hour battery or a 1200 watt-hour battery would be really nice to see, and I think that Veteran Sherman could definitely pull this off. So these are like the most major companies I wanted to talk about. There's also Ninebot, Segway, and they will probably release another go-kart. Yeah, recently there was a video on the Kuji Rolls channel, you might also check that out. And probably they will release a new scooter, because apparently they don't want to do cool EUCs anymore. What I would like to see, of course, is a Ninebot Z20. Oh, yeah, that would be probably the best looking wheel ever. But probably we will not see any new wheel from Ninebot anytime soon, which is sad. There's also Rockwheel. If you don't know Rockwheel, this is like a smaller company, I think from Korea, and they did already make a wheel before, the GT16. It's an interesting product, but it wasn't really like ever really popular. The battery size was just around what the Inmotion V10 has, but it was actually quite a bit faster. And from time to time, these renders emerge from the GT18. And they also have like a prototype, it's allegedly working prototype, but I wouldn't get too excited about that. This is just something that pops up, you know, every year at some point, and you know, people get excited, but nothing really happens. So even though I'd like to see like another wheel, another 18-inch wheel on the market, probably this will not be happening. And I also think that this year we will possibly see like boutique small companies of EUCs emerge. I was already talking before with a company from the US, and they asked me like what I would like to see in electric unicycles, what features I would like to see. So maybe they will come out with another wheel. If they have already something, you know, as a prototype, something to talk about, then, you know, hit me up. And there's also this company, Evolution EV, which is, you know, popping up ever so often on the electricunicycle.org forum on Facebook. And, you know, this is pretty cool, like a one-off seated electric unicycle. Maybe they will come up with something else as well. But I think all in all, as people and the community, they understand more and more how electric unicycles are built. And I think that very soon we will see new companies emerge all over the world, which will also make like boutique or custom electric unicycles, or even electric unicycles that are produced in bigger amounts. I would for sure like to make a electric unicycle at some point. Would you buy a Wrongwheel? Let me know in the comments. And I think apart from boutique companies, we will also see a lot more DIY projects. I've also been talking about a company in Poland who wants to make a EUC that is really powerful, like, you know, 3.3 kilowatt motor, quite similar power to what we see on the EX and Monster Pro, but also with a big battery, with an e-bike motor or motorcycle motor, I don't even know. But, you know, this is coming along, and I think that in all over the world we will see DIY builds, and I'm really excited for that. These are the rumors. If you enjoyed this video, then let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of that subject. And most importantly, in 2021, I would like to have just an increased safety in all electric unicycles, so we all become just safer riders. So with that, if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. No, I usually say it differently. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.